everyone, and welcome back to Creatures of Ava. This one's going to be a bonus episode, so we're going to do some Avapedia reading before we head into the swamp. Alright, we're going to do just Grasslands stuff. Okay. Oh, stop that. Kraj. I never imagined I would see a herd of T-Rexes. Luckily, the Kraj are a bit smaller. This creature usually attacks in packs in quick, stealthy lunges. This creature has a quick metabolism, so they are hungry most of the time. Oh, I need to take a photo of infected versions. Interesting. Okay, I bet I've got to do that for every species then. Shoot. Well, that's fine. Oh, the Ohol talk song is more or less reliable. Ishar, shaman of Arsira. They move in small flocks and carry out irksome group attacks. This verbally intelligent creature is surprisingly irritable, so take care. Oh, they have weight and stuff. 2.1 kilograms, aggressive. It's a carnivore, 72 centimeters, and it is flying. Let's see, the Kraj was 35 kilograms, aggressive, also carnivore, 1.15 meters, and ground movement. Ura. A good mug of Ura milk every morning and your wards will grow up healthy and strong. Sebti, Nom Shepherd. Ura are peaceful creatures that easily flee from human proximity. If they get nervous, they charge at the object they feel is a threat. Their head is quite hard. Okay. 190 kilograms, elusive, herbivorous, 1.73 meters, ground movement. Oh yeah, it has the option to... Alright, hoo-hoo. A hoo-hoo's soul sings through a modest horn. We play our own flutes to honor their souls. Sebti, Nom Shepherd. The bone formation on the face of a hoo-hoo is a kind of blowpipe with which it spits out a projectile composed mainly of calcium and tungsten. Hoo-hoo are peaceful, non-aggressive creatures that only attack under imminent threat. Armored, can sing. 21 kilograms weight, is elusive, herbivorous, 72 centimeters, and ground movement. Alright, Tama. Sometimes we wish we were a Tama. Oban, young mom. Its body, made of porous chitin, is sensitive to infection, so it grows exceptionally hard. Although not an aggressive creature, it has a powerful clapping pincher on the top of its head that it uses to dig and defend itself. 43 kilograms, it's elusive, insectivorous, 86 centimeters, and underground movement. We don't really know where the Taraba's from, and he's popped up in before, so... Let's see, the Taraba are as the wind, and the wind can be a gentle breeze or a wild hurricane. Fusar, Nom Master Shaman. And, yeah, there's a lot more information I need to find on this guy. Okay, plants. Rosarim. We know nothing about its beauty, but we know about the liquor it makes. Garek, Guard of Arsira. Location, Ava Grasslands. It drops rosarim petals. Grows almost everywhere. And it's green essence. A very common plant on Ava, this serves as a strong base ingredient for ointments and liquors. Its pleasant taste and smell has made it beloved to the Nom. Cranor? The only fruit that makes a good helmet. Nimar, Nom Explorer. Ava Grasslands, drops Cranor shell, grows on tree trunks, and has golden essence. Oddly shaped trees with orange leaves and white trunks. Their fruit is inedible, but the hard shell of the fruit can be harvested and used as armor or a basic construction material. Okay. Lucher? It can dispel the shadow of a cavern, but not the shadow of the soul. Ishar, Shaman of Arsira. No, Ava Grasslands. It drops Lucher stem. Grows inside caves and other dark locations, and it has golden essence. Grows in caves and other dark environments. When they reach a mature stage, they emit light from bioluminescent stems. These glowing stems maintain their light even when cut off. Interesting. Lindajar. If there's one plant that epitomizes the biological splendor of Ava, it's this. Dr. Michel DuPont, biologist. It's found in the Ava Grasslands. It drops a Linda jar petal, grows in lakes and ponds, and it has white essence. Rare but easy to recognize due to their bright white color, their petals are highly valued by Nam due to an incredible range of beneficial health properties. Okay. Palea. As the owls sing to the sky, so does the water sing to plants. Sebti, Nam Shepherd. Found in the Ava Grasslands, it drops Palea's finger, grows close to rivers and other water shores, and its green essence. Mossy, soft plants that require a lot of water to survive. The species can grow fast without much maintenance as long as there is moisture, making it a favorite of the Nam. Okay, and then these I'm pretty sure are jungle. Yeah, that's a jungle one. Okay. What else is there? Okay, so like stuff we've unlocked. Okay. The Withering. Whatever the stuff is, it's unlike anything on Earth. Dr. Michel DuPont, biologist. The biological properties of the infection are surplus to mission requirements. However, note that it spreads fast and affects the flora and fauna of Ava indiscriminately. Creatures affected by what the Nam call the Withering can become aggressive. The tree in the air. In uprooting others, we uproot ourselves. Ishar, shaman of Arsira. The Antari made monuments to the dead by separating trees from the soil and suspending them over burial spots. This contrasts with Nam custom, which allows tree trunks and branches to be harvested but prohibits the forced exposure of a tree's roots. Okay. The Nafitar. These Antari, they're fascinating. Dr. Margaret Turr, anthropologist. The ancient Antari developed a device to cleanse the same infection that afflicts Ava today. It can eliminate wither blossom, a type of infected bulb, and can also cleanse infection from creatures' bodies. It possibly retains other abilities as yet undiscovered. The Weeping Rock. No river should flow from the innards of a rock. The hubris of it. Hanlo, chief of Arsira. Some Nam attribute the Antares with a mythical ability to make water appear from boulders, but it is more likely Antari engineers simply opened the way to groundwater using devices like the Nafitar to crack through hard sediment layers. Alright, Cogstone. A gate can block one Nam, but it cannot stop Ava. Ishar, Nam Shaman. This circular object behaves as a capacitor for large amounts of Antari energy. When fully charged, it is thought capable of unlocking the ancient gates that divide the regions of the planet. In doing so, the stored energy dissipates and is lost. Oh, it has like a little snake on it, too. I didn't notice that before. Alright, the River in 2. Intriguing mosaic. I've tried arranging it, but something is missing. Dr. Margaret Turr, anthropologist. It appears the Antari scientists reached a level of understanding that rivals even present-day humanity. The Nafitar can manipulate local molecules to give the appearance of slowed movement. The effect is most visible on vines. Okay, I think this one looks like Grasslands. Yeah. Ilhagas, Freedom and Independence. It says there's not a whole lot of information here, but Ilhagas' freedom is its compass, and its independence its destiny. Ilhagas' wings of freedom. Ilhagas dances with the grassland's wind as its fur flaps in the breeze as a sign of freedom. Is this a statue of an Ilhagas? Is that a creature? Ilhagas, a lone adventurer. A solitary wanderer, Ilhagas is an indomitable soul whose only allegiance is to its own quest for adventure. Okay. Definitely missing some stuff. What else we got? Antari's Cliff Temple. This is where we started. Who were the Antari? We're not sure, but they lived on this planet and became extinct before the Nam appeared. Dr. Margaret Turr. The function of this ancient Antari building is technically unknown, but because of its magnificence, it, like others, is presumed to be a temple. Arsira Village. All humans are welcome in our village, but some are more welcome than others. Hanlo, chief of Arsira. Built on Antari ruins, uncharacteristic for a people fearful of the old ones, this village was the first Nam settlement in Ava. Nam insists it will also be the last. Located in the heart of the grasslands, It is a place of some reverence for Nam of other regions, who know that they will always find a home in Arsira. Ohokote Tower. We climb this place to save us from the daily noise, to make us feel part of the immensity of the planet. From the top of this tower, countless eras contemplate us. Oban. This tower was erected by the Antari for an unknown purpose. On its first floor are writings from that time, with the notable exception of Nimar. Few Nam have paid any attention to them. At the top of the tower, an Ohokote has been made, where Oho can be dispatched as messengers. Tabitha's Control Center. A control center is necessary to monitor your partner's activity. Please support your colleagues and ensure the mission stays on track. Mel Carpentier, Aleph Prime Management. Small settlement Tabitha has established in the Nam village includes equipment capable of analyzing samples, upgrading devices, and other mission-related tasks. There is, of course, a relaxing corner where Tabitha may spend her free time, perhaps sketching the creatures of Ava? Ava Grasslands Sibling Tree. Arsira was built around this sibling tree just as the other regions of Ava surround Ava Grasslands. Hunlo. In the middle of the village of Arsira grows this large tree that represents the hospitality of the Nam who live here. Well, these are technically in the grasslands, so... Nari Jungle Sibling Tree. The inhabitants of the Nari Jungle have a refined sense of beauty. It's understandable that region is fascinating. Dr. Michel Dupont. This tree celebrates the connection of the Nam of the grasslands with those of the jungle. Its branches are a symbol of friendship. Maruba Swamp Sibling Tree. Maruba Swamp is the most perilous region of Ava, so its inhabitants are probably the ones with the strongest inner strength. We admire them. Dr. Michel Dupont. As long as this tree stands, its branches will express the friendship between the Nam of the swamps and the Nam of the grasslands. Okay. Antar Dunes Sibling Tree. Antar Dunes is the region that looks into the unknown. The Nam who live there have a courage that must be recognized. Dr. Michel Dupont. Dune dwellers know that they have a home in the grasslands. The branches of this tree attest to this. Aleph Prime's Grasslands Base. Humans are strange. They need a lot of gadgets in their daily lives. Most of those things are useless. But have you seen how they glow? Veti. In this settlement, Aleph Prime employees established the most useful teleport that can be found in Ava. 25 years ago, when the humans left, they abandoned the base with most of the equipment and copies of documentation. Today, inclement weather, the wildlife, and the curiosity of the Nam have left it derelict. Scientific Refuge. I know this is just a scientific refuge, but can't it be romantic? Dr. Michel Dupont. This small building was used so that scientists did not have to return to the base every day during their research. Inside, evidence of their last days can still be found. I'm still confused why they left in such a hurry. Cascade of Joy. Do you hear that? It is not the sound of falling water, but the laughter of Ava, which rejoices to wet our lands and soothe our throats. Ishar. This impressive waterfall cascades from the northern highlands into the heart of the meadows, with several backwaters along the way. The river flows strongly in the mountains, but gently in the grasslands. It is a source of water for all creatures of the area, including the Nam, and, while they visited, human scientists. The Cavern of Sighs. The strongest feeling that can shake a soul cannot be shared with anyone but oneself. Obon. This cavern goes under the meadows toward the east. Luminescent plants grow in its rocks so the cave glows softly. Some walls are traversed by the roots of a huge tree that rises somewhere, unseen. Forbidden Forest. Nowhere should be forbidden. That said, this place is not recommended. Ular. This area of the grasslands remains little explored. The Nam hardly specify any information beyond the fact that it is a highly dangerous place. Yeah, it was pretty much all withering and I couldn't get through it. The Weeping Rock. How do these sage stones work? It's a mystery. What is important is that they can help us. Nimar. The Antari civilization is an only vaguely known to both the Nam and humans. The function or meaning of the sage stones is a mystery that may never be solved. Antari Hermitage. That place is full of feral creatures. There's no point in going in there. Be sensible. Garek. A modest yet impressive building that stands out in the landscape of the meadows. Whether the Antari built it for religious purposes will never be known, but it is certainly a small marvel of extraterrestrial architecture. Eastern Bridge. Yeah, look how colorful it used to be before the withering spread. Alright, how many times have we crossed that bridge? We can't count them. But one thing we do know, the next time will be the last. Tujti. Oh, yeah. This Antari viaduct connects the tower next to Hanlo village to the Nari jungle gate. Nowadays, the viaduct is cracked and dilapidated, but with care, skill, and a bit of luck, it can still be crossed. Okay, and that is jungle stuff. Alright, what else do we have? Characters. Tabitha. Agent Lincoln's flexibility makes her an ideal candidate for the Ava mission. She observes company values with great enthusiasm. Mel Carpentier, Aleph Prime Management. In charge of the Ava mission and an enthusiastic astrobiologist, although she is still young, Tabitha has worked for Aleph Prime in low-ranking positions for years. The Ava mission is the first time she has held a full command. Victoria Hamilton. Agent Hamilton has been nominated as field agent on this mission by a colleague. Her observance of company values is adequate. Agent tasked with creature rescue. Although this is her first field mission, Vic has been approved due to her athleticism and ability. Rejected candidates have also suggested she is close friends with the mission's facilitator, Tabitha. Nimar. Nimar is not from around here. Hanlo. Obsessed with the Antari civilization, Nimar is something of a loner among the Nam, often exploring areas most will avoid. This Nam has been known to use human-style pronouns, which is uncharacteristic of Nam speech. I did not notice. Interesting. Hanlo. Hanlo never tells us what to do, but what we might do. Garek. The Nam recognize the role of a single person of experience who can organize a compact group. Some humans have suggested elder, but for unknown linguistic reasons, the Nam preferred chief. Ishar. Nam knowledge is a mix of intuition and lifelong experience. A shaman's words are not always clear, as Nam fondness for lyricism can make these experts hard to understand. Certain anthropologists have remarked that the same is true of human doctors speaking in medical jargon. Fenty. If we play a song near those figures, we almost expect them to move. Sebti. Nam sculptors have a great interest in creature anatomy, and the isolation of each region of the planet has created a thirst for new sights and creatures in Ava's artisans. Obon. Okay, so I need to take pictures of everybody. Obon is impressionable. Please do not encourage our ward. Hanlo. A young Nam is called a nest ward, and the parent a nest minder. It seems that wards are brought up principally by their minder, but also by the community, who act as a wide-ranging family. I got a lot of pictures I need to get. Sebti. That tune the Nam play to attract Ura. It's so catchy. Dr. Michel Dupont. A good shepherd passes on the melodies of Ava, generation after generation. It is a particularly important role in Nam society, allowing for a deep connection with the planet's creatures. Veti. Interesting to note at least some Nam are not distrustful of us, but rather enthusiastic. Dr. Margaret Tur. Some Nam have become fascinated with human objects. Abandoned human research posts on Ava offer many artifacts of novelty to scavengers such as this. I think... Oh no, caretaker of the Nari sibling tree. Enthusiasm comes first, skill later. Bayrosh. Most Nam become lovers of art at some point in their life. Painting, sculpting, poetry, and music are highly valued on Ava. It is a rare Nam who does not take up an artistic role for at least a few years. Bayrosh. We're sick of these old-timers and their obscure wisdoms. Larok. A philosophy of gentle urgency has emerged among some of Ava's citizens, the belief that only the present moment exists, and it is healthy to walk alongside time at the exact pace that feels natural. Larok. Conflict isn't in our nature, well, not normally. Karam. The human presence on Ava has not been without tension. Some Nam will be slow to warm to outsiders, and a few Nam hearts will never thaw. In such cases, Aleph Prime recommends a policy of non-interaction. Talent. Okay, that's jungle. Okay. Oh, I can look through all my photos. That's kind of cool. Oop. Back. Okay, so that's everything that is grasslands related. Places, yep. Okay, so I need to make sure that I'm taking pictures of the nom and also of infected versions of creatures. Okay. Um, my throat's all dry now, so that's enough for this episode. Next time we will either go into the swamp or I will do a bonus episode of reading the jungle stuff, Avapedia entries. So thank you all so much for watching and see you next time.